Greetings, everyone. It's been such a long time. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Bread Report and Pokemon Truth Media. The past several days and the past 2 weeks as well, we've been taking our relatives from out of the country, and we've been going around the great area around here, showing them all the sights and all the nice stuff around here to do. And so it's been quite a while since we've discussed anything Pokemon related and news related, but today I'm glad to see all of you again, and once again I thank you all for joining me as well. Alright, so a ton of things have happened over the past few days, so let's get started. First, we saw the release of the game Pokemon Sleep. This is a sleep counter, so it's also like a health app, but it's Pokemon themed. You're able to encounter Pokemon through your sleep cycle. Sometimes you could even find shinies, like in the main series game. When you're walking around, you find a Pokemon, there's a good chance of throughout your playthrough you'll find a shiny. So same thing in this game. There's different research areas. There's also different weekly missions. There's a whole ton of new stuff in this game. I don't really know much about it since I've been out of the loop for a little bit, but we will be trying it very shortly to give this full-on insider's look into the game. It would be pretty interesting to do so, so I can't wait. Please stay tuned for that. The Pokemon World Championships will be rolling around here soon in August 11th, and it will be in Yokohama. We have a ton of new information of what's going to actually happen at the World Championships. We have Pokemon Unite play areas, we have Masters EX areas, as well as the stuff for the TCG and the main series games, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It's going to be very interesting to see what Pokemon that everyone brings to this event. Of course, in the TCG aspect, there'll be probably the top meta decks right now are Gardevoir, Miraidon, Koraidon, Tinglu, all those ones. Arceus V-Star, some of the Lost Box variants, Lugia V-Star, those will be there as well. Hopefully we'll see some very interesting coverage of that shortly as we roll towards the day of the championships when it all starts. The next 7-star Terra Raid also started on Monday. This event will last until July 28th. It's a normal type Rillaboom with the Mightiest Mark. So take your Pokemon into Scarlet and Violet, try out the Terra Raid with that Pokemon from Galar, and see if you could succeed. In other news, we also had a few Pokemon Go Community Day happenings. So July 9th, there's something on the Pokemon Community Day Classic that there are some errors, so they did a makeup event that's going to happen July 23rd for all players globally. That's going to be interesting. We also have some news again in the Pokemon anime. There's kind of a hint about an event Pokemon that they're going to release alongside an episode, and lo and behold, we have the information on that Pokemon now. It is going to be a Charizard based off of Freed's Charizard in the anime episode. It has a Dark Terra type and has the moves Crunch, Flare, Blitz, Acrobatics, and Belly Drum. You could get this Charizard by entering the code DARK, D-A-R-K, and then Terra, T-E-R-A, and then 0006, so that's D-A-R-K, T-E-R-A, 0006 inside the mystery gift of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet to get that Charizard. So again, this code is provided by Cerebi, so thanks so much for bringing all of this into this limelight. We also have some TCG news about the upcoming Pokemon Obsidian Flames expansion. This is the Charizard set that people have been talking about. It's going to have Terra EX Pokemon of different types, so you'll see something like a Niceque that's a Fire Terra type, or a Charizard that's a Dark Terra type. Unfortunately, they're not doing the Shiny Charizard Star. They're not looking to make any connections with that, unfortunately, but we do get Charizard returning to the TCG as a Dark Terra type. This set will be August 11th, and I think I got the dates of the World Championships wrong, because I thought it was August 11th, and that was only the TCG set release. Sorry about that. The first day of the World Championships is actually August 10th, so one day after the Obsidian Flames will be releasing. Obsidian Flames will be made out of, again, the Japanese sets that have been out for some time now, and so people online have been making decks, have been speculating. We'll be covering some of those on here as well. A lot of interesting stuff is also coming out about the Pokemon 151 set, which is supposed to be a reprint of all the 151, the original Kanto Pokédex. And this set is huge because of the return of Kadabra and even Alakazam. Alakazam did have a V-card printed of it, but it's been a long time since we've seen Kadabra. And Kadabra is returning to the TCG in this special subset. Over in Pokemon Unite, we had some interesting stuff as well. We had the anniversary. The second year anniversary of Pokemon Unite was an event that started, I think, yesterday, so we're one day behind, but yesterday the second anniversary started. They're going to add Mewtwo X, Mega Evolving Mewtwo, into Mewtwo X. It will be added through a special event. People are speculating this thing is going to be overpowered like the Zacian, so we're going to have to watch the community chatter on that one to see how it all pours into controversy, or no controversy at all. Maybe everyone likes Mewtwo. We'll just have to see on that. However, there are more things, such as a patch that went through a few days ago. That patch did some balancing stuff to Umbreon. There were a lot of people freaking about the Umbreon patch balancing updates, as well as a Zacian. I think they also balanced Zacian, so I guess that Sword Doggo crisis has been averted. Let's see what happens with Mewtwo. Probably they're going to call it OP, and then, we're going to be in the same Zacian boat as last time. It does look like they are paying attention to what the community has been saying, because we will be going into this response from the developers of Pokemon Unite towards the fan outrage about the Zacian. So this is going to be another special feature into the Zacian crisis that we'll be taking a look at. Other than that, we got all the news except for one special announcement. In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, they're announcing a new giveaway of another shiny Pokemon. Now, I know user Hey Yeah on Reddit said, shinies are bad. They're giving away too many of them for free. Where's the rarity in the shinies anymore? We gotta return back to the times where shinies are rare and only select people could get them. Well, they're actually giving away another free shiny. The Pokemon Company is distributing a shiny Grimmsnarl from the website is Singapore, Thailand, and the Philippines. This is based off of the Grimmsnarl used by the champion of the Thailand Championships in 2022. It'll have the moves Thunder Wave, Spirit Break, Reflect, and Light Screen. This is going to happen July 28th to August 18th. Very interesting to see more shiny Pokemon. I'm all for the release of shiny Pokemon through events and stuff like that. I think it gives better access to shiny Pokemon that people may not have the time or the resources to get on their own, which is great because that allows people to collect more Pokemon that they may have been looking for a long time. I think that's great that they're giving away more shiny Pokemon. The controversy you see on Reddit, it's a bunch of people who want shinies to be rarer just for any of these other extraneous reasons. We'll dive into that as well. It's a whole rabbit hole that you could go down onto. There's a bunch of people complaining about how shinies are too easy nowadays, and we'll check into that rabbit hole for a little bit to give you updates on it as well. It's a very interesting development with all these shiny giveaways that the Pokemon Company has been doing over the past few years, and in recent times the shiny Arcanine and then also the shiny Grimmsnarl, so we could for sure look into that. Alright, the rest is Pokemon Go related. We already covered that. Pokemon anime, we have again the continuation of Pokemon Horizons. A lot of interesting things are happening in the episodes right now, so please check that out if you'd like to. And yeah, that's going to be the rundown of all the news that has been happening in the past few days. We didn't get through all of it, but we will be looking into some of these stuff with more detail coming up soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do something nice for someone, and have a wonderful day.